What's up YouTube, Cap over here, and welcome to a cross-league battle between the A and B League. The B League being represented by the Miami Heatmor, coached by Warriors or Jay, as you can see on the screen. And he is 3-1, so he's a really top competitor in the B League. And I definitely did prep for this battle because you just gotta prep, and so did he. He said he was gonna bring in some fun things. I was gonna bring in some fun things, so it's gonna be an interesting match, that's for sure. But before we get into the battle itself, be sure to smash that like button and let's try to get to 5 likes this week. Or if you enjoy what you see, you can simply subscribe and continue on supporting the Toronto Staraptors on our journey to this little break. This is an interesting battle because I thought last week was a break, but it wasn't. It's actually this week that's the break. So just a little disclaimer there. My bad. I got confused. That happens from time to time, way too many times. But we're going to take a look at his team, and we can see that there's one thing that can sort of wreck shop on his team, and that is the Conch Elder. The Conch Elder has knockoff, rock tomb, and match punch or drain punch, and that does a decent amount to his team. So I only really have to get rid of the Quagsire, and then I'll be in a decent position. And depending on what sort of Latios it is, or Aggron, I have the trick on my Dusk Noir, which means I could potentially, since I'm a good guy and all, I know it's really hot and dehydration is a thing, so I gave my Dusk Noir fresh water because of that. It's summer, it's hot, and I want to just make sure everyone's hydrated for this battle, so that's gonna happen. Hopefully that happens. I really want it to happen, so we're just gonna get started on this battle. And let's see who I start off with. I sort of forgot who I led off with. I think I lead off with Conch Elder. Maybe? Did I lead off with Conch Elder? Yeah, I lead off with Conch Elder because I thought it was the obvious thing to go into. And he actually withdraws, which is huge because I didn't imagine him withdrawing so soon. He had the matchup and everything, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go for the safe play, the Rock Tomb, or the Smackdown. Smackdown is a one-hit KO from this range. The reason I chose it over Rock Slide was because Smackdown was basically just for Charizard Y. I figured he'd most likely bring it. It's a one-hit KO, it's 100%, so no worries on that. So I'm just gonna bring in Ouchie Mama, as he's just gonna go for an Earthquake. And I guess he was really scared going for the Scald because I could potentially have Guts, but I have Iron Fist. I do believe I do have Iron Fist. So I'm looking pretty good at this moment. I can Thunder Wave. So I do make the prediction that he's going to switch out and go into his Charizard Y because it's a really good play. But I make the prediction and actually go into a Thunder Wave. And that's going to pay off huge later on in the match because this thing being so slow is, if it potentially has Dragon Dance, then I'm going to be in a good position because Dragon Dance or a lot of my mons can outspeed it. And that means Conch Elder can actually come in and smack down this thing right down and outspeed it most likely. So that's always nice, and that's really good. It really neutralizes this Charizard Y, which has been so clutch for him. So that paralysis is really nice. He doesn't have a heal bell or two, so that's always good. That's going to give me tons of momentum. Maybe a paralyzation, and he gets fully paralyzed over here, which sucks, but that's what happens when your Mon gets paralyzed. There's a possibility of that happening, as he's going to go for a Fire Blast, lands it, and in the sun, that should do a lot of damage. But thankfully, Katarot is bulky, and I actually go for a switch over here because I'm just going to go right into Dupless. Dupless can eat this thing up. It can eat it up, unless if it gets critted. And I'm like, alright, I'm in a good position. And what do you know? Dupless, under the light screen, gets critted, which is a one-hit KO. So that's a bit unfortunate. I'm like, Dupless, come on. Why'd you do this to me? So I'm just going to bring out Tornadus, who has Grass Knot, and he actually brings in Quagsire. So I'm in a really solid position. I'm going to reveal that I have Hidden Power Rock over here. That does absolutely nothing. It was a crit too, most pointless crit ever. But I have Grass Knot, which means Quagsire is at range where Grass Knot will take it down. And getting rid of this Quagsire means I can sort of wreck shop on his team with Conch Elder. No Quagsire, he doesn't have a switch in, so that means Conch Elder is just going to be having a fun time over here. So I'm going to keep this Tornadus 2 just because I need it for the future. And he brings an Aggron, which is interesting because I do have Grass Knot and it will do a decent amount of damage. But I'm worried over here because I don't know what sort of Aggron this is. I don't know if it's Scarfed or, well, we can see it's Rock Polish. So now what I'm really scared of is Weakness Policy. Because if I try to hit this thing with a Gyro Ball or something like that, it's gonna be bad news bears for me, and I'm just not gonna be in a good position itself once again, as I'm just gonna go for a Thunder Wave over here because I want to make sure I can neutralize this thing and it doesn't start to sweep my team. But he actually switches out, makes the right play, and brings out his Charizard Y. And we're realizing over here that Charizard Y is the win condition on his team. It can wreck shop so much, as I'm gonna go back into Catarot. Catarot is my switch into Charizard Y, which is crazy. He lands another Fire Blast, which is nuts, but I guess that makes up for it. It makes up. So I live on 32, set up my Reflect, because I thought it'd be a good play to set up Reflect. As he reveals over here, he's a mixed Charizard Y. And because he went for Earthquake means I can live this Earthquake with 4 and set up my Light Screen once again, which means I will have Light Screen for 8 more turns. And Conkeldurr can actually come in here and sort of do what he does best and actually just take out things on his team. So fully knowing that I have the Light Screen, I can actually go into Conkeldurr and go for the knockoff because Fire Blast and all of those moves shouldn't take me out, and he goes out into his Nails, which means this Nails is not going to appreciate the knockoff, and we will just simply take this thing out in one hit. And that was huge because Latios and Charizard Y are his top mons that could potentially take out Conkeldurr, and with the Reflect and Light Screen up, I'm at a really awesome position in which I can sort of take out his team. And he's just going to go for a Iron Head as I'm going to go for a Drain Punch. We see the Sturdy on him. Sturdy. And I was worried here because weakness policy is a thing. But we see a Berry and he is a bit higher on attack. So this is not good. It's doing a bit more damage, but he gets the flinch and I'm like, oh no. Oh no, no, don't get another flinch. And he doesn't, but that did a lot of damage that I didn't really want. At this point, I wasn't really that scared still because Light Screen's still up. My Reflect is still up, I do believe, and it's just an Abomasnow. It's just an Abomasnow. I'm in a good position. I've got Drain Punch. Abomasnow can't take me down in one hit. There's no way, as he's gonna go for the Seed Bomb. And we see that does not enough damage because I'm defensive Conkeldurr. And we see the Focus Sash, so that's not that bad. If I had the Match Punch, then I could just simply finish it off. But I'm at range. I'm at a decent amount of HP where even if he goes for Blizzard, it's not gonna do a lot. So we see the Blizzard and it doesn't do anything. It does nothing at all. So I'm in a good position. Conkeldurr is just simply finishing one mon at a time. And those two predictions of him switching into Charizard Y and the Latios coming in is really coming in clutch because this allows my Conkeldurr to really set up shop. And having the Light Screen up is really nice just because now I can just sort of stay in here and go for Drain Punches without really worrying too much of my consequences. So he goes for the Blizzard, and that takes me down. That's a crit. I think the crit did matter. That sucks a bit because at this point my Light Screen is down, and I'm in a weird position. I know that Meloetta can take one Blizzard, as I'm just going to go for a Relic Song because I am the physical form of Meloetta. As I land my Relic Song, and I actually get the chances of it falling asleep. Does it matter? I don't think it does. It was just sort of a bit of salt in the wound. I'm gonna get buffeted by the snow, or the hail, not snow, hail. And I'm just gonna go for return because that does a decent amount of damage, easily taking out cast form. I wasn't sure if he's going to switch into his Charizard, and I didn't want to go for close combat and possibly have that not happening. As Ra's going to come in, and I'm like, at this point I've got the match, so let's see if Meloetta can take down this Charizard Y with a return. Let's see, let's just see if this can happen. So Meloetta is just going to go for a return, and it just simply takes it down. Meloetta is way too strong for its own good. With a Life Orb, return will simply take it down, and we'll get a, I think it is a, let's see, Dusknoir went down, Conkeldurr went down, a 4, and Meowstic. So it was a 3-0 victory. A really solid battle, but the thing that really brought me the win was the predictions. That really just put a lot of things on my favor. And yeah, so really good battle, Jay. Really looking forward to battling more of the B-League members, because this was a really fun match, and it's just really fun to battle the B-League members. They're really great battlers, and if you guys haven't checked out their league, check it out. Description down below. I do believe Warriors also hosts, or he is the co-host of the podcast with Poke Alpha, and you guys should check that out too. But we're going to be having our off week. There's going to be no week 6, or there's going to be no battle in between the break. That's because there's just going to be a break where everyone can catch up on their battles. I'm going to try to get one match in, because I'm missing one match with Theory Knight, coach of the California Crawdons, but we'll see when he comes back from vacation and see how that works out. But as for now, no matches are scheduled. I'm just going to have a couple fun matches. If any of the B-League members want a battle, be sure to send me a message and I'll set up something. We can get that thing going on. But thanks for watching. We are 3-1 right now. We're in first place in the Red Kanto division. We're doing all right going into our break, but we still got to prep for our battles every week, because one battle can change the standings so much. But thanks for watching. This is Cap, signing off.